David Wessel's Antony is remarkable digital computer music. It is canonical as a piece that would be extremely hard to produce without digital signal processing. Unusually, it was recognized as such in its time. It was one of the most commonly requested and played pieces of tape music from Earcam, and its atmospheric quality was recognized and used in the French film Le Retour de Martin Guerre and the German film Barda. Many important pivots in David's musical and scientific life stem from its reception and his experience creating it. The piece is named after a suburb south of Paris of special significance in David's personal life, a place of excitement and refuge. Antony resulted in a significant increase in recognition at Earcam of David as a musician and composer, not just for the science psychoacoustics he was originally hired to do. It demonstrated his ability to resolve musical engineering and scientific challenges and produce a viable piece of music with early rough prototype hardware. With its homage to spectralism and Ligett's exploration, it anchored him deeply in the musical community of the institution. Although hard to imagine now, in the late 1970s, the idea of entirely digital signal synthesis of sound was new, not broadly accepted, and nobody knew exactly how to realize the idea, as noted in excerpts from David's Earcam notebooks. David wanted to perform Antony live, but with only 64 usable oscillators in real time on DiGiunio's 4A machine, he found he needed a compromise. It was to perform 64 oscillators at a time and mix them down to stereo in 4 multi-track sessions. Another limitation of the day was that the 4A and its controlling mini-computer were too fragile and too large to carry between gigs. To implement linear breakpoint functions for phase and amplitude control, a PDP-1140 computer was employed. Each breakpoint had the signal processor interrupt the host computer to update its digital integrator coefficients. David discovered this was a bottleneck for large-scale control of hundreds of oscillators. The controlling computers just weren't fast enough, both in terms of computation and data transfer speed. The finer control of the shape desired, the higher the host data update required would have to be. David's migrator algorithm ingeniously accommodates this limitation. It allows oscillators to smoothly shift in frequency one by one, creating a perceptually strong illusion of slowly shifting spectral masses, the musical core of Antony. David was among the first people to understand that musical control structures were computationally much more demanding than sound synthesis algorithms. For decades after Antony, David persistently implored designers, such as his good friend Don Buchler, to address this and give him the freedom to implement his own control structures, such as neural networks and radial basis function interpolation. Control structures were locked up in commercial synthesizers, and music programming languages like Max ran control structure computations at a low event rate. Ultimately, at CENMAT, we were able to achieve what David wanted with off-the-shelf laptops by running all gesture data acquisition, control processing, and signal processing at the full audio sample rate, as with his slabs instrument. The slabs were complemented by CENMAT's spherical speaker array, satisfying a lifelong goal to perform live computer music on equal footing and along with his circle of stellar improviser friends, as we see him preparing to do in this image before his last performance. In the 1970s, David was tired of the organ keyboard triggered note underlying much analog and hybrid synthesizer music of the time, and especially failures in instruments of the day to provide methods to shape the course of sounds during and throughout their evolution. Antony is a remarkably succinct, enduring, and beautiful way to show us the exciting way forward, precise and improvised evocations of harmony, melody, musical development, and rhythm without notes as they were conventionally conceived.